Good day, everyone. Jim Laird joining you live from Dariomo, Nicaragua. Let me get Instagram going here. Hope you're doing well today. So we are now live on Instagram. Beautiful day today. I encourage you to go to thevitalitybrotherhood.com if you're a man over 40 and basically help men over 40 that are in a bad place get themselves back, help them chase excellence, workout stuff, all that sort of thing. The men tend to be a little more shy than the ladies do. The ladies group I just started, Vitality Sisterhood, is really, really doing well. The engagement's great. The ladies are doing great. I also learned a lot launching the women's group. I launched the men's group first, and I'm still learning about running these groups and how to get people engaged in the process. The topic today, where you are, the key to overcoming what's happening, what's holding you back. And honestly, people obviously come to me when they're in a bad place. Very rarely, I've had it happen. Very rarely, I'm doing really well. Maybe I just need to make some adjustments, or I want to take it to the next level. What do I need to do? Usually people come to me when they're injured or they're not happy about the result that they've gotten. They've trained a certain way for a particular period of time. They've worked really hard. They've burned the candle at both ends, and then all of a sudden it's not working for them anymore. And the hardest thing I have to do is convince people, like, okay, this is where you are and that's okay. And we can't force things, particularly when you have people that have overachieved for a long time and then all of a sudden their body is like, enough is enough, pain or exhaustion, or they're just not in a good place. And they'll say things like, well, I used to do this. Like, I used to do all these different activities, no problem. And now I can't. And I'm like, that's okay. No problem. We need to back up, start where you are. And I think a lot of people have a really hard time understanding, like, when you're stuck in quicksand and you're sinking, the worst thing you can do is struggle more. And sometimes it's a matter of like slowing down, taking some inventory, looking for low-hanging fruit. And that's why I love data. That's why I love the Aura Ring. I wear it in airplane mode. I can actually see, like, I have a lady that I'm working with right now. She literally started doing a morning walk and her restorative time, like, off the chart now. That's what she needed. Some people, that early morning walk, have the opposite effect, or maybe they're walking with too much vigor. They need to slow down and relax. We can actually see, maybe we add a little carbohydrates into your diet and you're eating keto for a long period of time, or carnivore. All of a sudden we add a little carbs. All of a sudden you're able to relax and get restorative time. I've seen that happen time and time again. A lot of times people get caught into certain religious dogmas, like religious code for diet, nutrition, exercise program. A lot of times it takes us a little while to figure out, like, how much exercise you need. A lot of times people have things going on in their life. We have to dial the exercise way back. Maybe you've managed stress with exercise like I did for many, many years. And then all of a sudden your body can't do it anymore. A lot of the people I've worked with over the years got hurt in the weight room, right? They had an injury. Or this is another one that I get commonly. They're like, I went for a 40-minute walk and I start having pain in my back or my hip after 40 minutes. I'm like, why are you walking for 40 minutes? Why don't you just walk for 30? Why don't we divide it into 10-minute walks? Why don't we do 3 10-minute walks a day instead of walking one long distance? Let's build that up. For whatever reason, as soon as you go over 40 minutes, you start having pain. Or, I sit in a car for over 2 hours and then my back hurts. Well, maybe we need to stop every 45 minutes, get out of the car and move around. Maybe we need to shift the way we're sitting in the seat. Same at work. When I sit I sit for 6 hours, I have back pain. Well, maybe you need to get up and move around. So a lot of people sometimes have a hard time really starting where they're at. And that's really the key. Like, if you got to drive, if I'm going to drive to back to Florida from Nicaragua, I got to start here in Nicaragua. I can't start in Mexico. That would be nice because going through Honduras is horrible. I have to start here in Nicaragua if I want to make it to Florida. Now, there's cheat codes like planes and things like that. But generally speaking, when you've pushed yourself for a long time and you've had a certain result, it's going to take us a little time. If you've been working your butt off for 7, 8 years and working really hard, and then all of a sudden you hit a wall, you're a little older, it's going to take us a little time to maybe fill that hole back in. The most important thing is to stop digging. So just a real quick one today. Know where you are, know where you need to start. And speaking of that, in my women's racing, it's been interesting getting to know what people are struggling with. I'm going to be releasing a women's strength training program that starts from ground zero. Like most of the people in the women's group, the number one thing they said is, we know we need to strength train. We just don't know where to start. Luckily, that's my number one favorite thing I've done in the last 30 years of my career, is taking women and getting them to fall in love with some form of strength training that fits their needs and goals. It might involve some barbell lifts. It might not. Depends on the person. Depends on the equipment they have available to them. But that's pretty much what we're going to release in the Vitality Sisterhood. So come on by. The group is totally free. Get to know me. Get to know the other people in the group. We have our first decaf coffee call tonight. The men's group, we've got our regular coffee call tomorrow morning. So come on. I've got a men's coaching group as well. It's basically just a total 4-month lifestyle overhaul. But, come on in. I'm sharing a lot of the same information that's going to be involved in these coaching programs, in these groups. You can ask questions, come check the groups out, but the links are below, but it's just vitalitybrotherhood.com, vitalitysisterhood.com. And if you'd love to learn about my actual coaching programs, you can go to vitalitybrotherhood.com, click on coaching, and book a call with me. Otherwise, just come into the groups, partake, ask questions, tons of free material, get to know me, ask questions. I look forward to getting to know you in the group. So have yourself a great day. Make sure you get outside today. Honestly, I can't say this enough. Getting outside multiple times throughout the day, getting light in your eyes, light on your skin, your circadian rhythm is the foundation of your health, in my opinion. And I think that's one of the main factors. There's many factors, obviously. One of the main factors I think so many people are struggling today is they live 90% of their day indoors and they don't go outside. So don't be a zoo animal. Get outside. Your body will thank you, and your sleep will start to improve. You'll start feeling better, and you'll start going in the right direction. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon.